Hello, I am Becca Rue, and you are watching Rue's Musings. This last weekend, my Heart's Deepest Longing training ended, and I had graduates. Congratulations to my graduates! And part of their homework for this training was to write out their life's philosophy. So that's my homework for you guys today. And I want you to set a timer with your phone or whatever timer you have, and write out your life's philosophy. The components of your life's philosophy, I'll just throw some things out there so you can frame this up if you're wondering what I mean. Are why are you here? Are what is your purpose? Why, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Why are you alive? What's the reason? I'm stunned actually that a lot of people felt resistance around this, even in the training, like, why would you make me do this? And I come more from the seat of how are we all alive? And totally baffled by the idea of writing out for 5 minutes our life philosophy, so that we literally have no idea why we're here. So of course, when things come up, conflicts come up, challenges come up in our lives, we feel totally lost and blindsided because there's nothing to measure against, any conflicts against. Meaning, if you have financial trouble or relationship trouble, or the worst probably, trouble inside your own head, justifying things or understanding things or feeling jealousy or rage or addiction, any of these things, it helps to have a clear-ish, semi-clear picture of why you're here, so that then you can measure it against that. And I'll share with you some of the taglines. That's the other part of your homework. So first, write out for 5 minutes your life philosophy, and totally think about this for a couple of days first. Reflect on, do you have a life philosophy? Why are you here? What are you doing? What is the meaning of your life? What are you trying to cultivate? What is your legacy that you're leaving? Those types of questions. And you can translate your life's philosophy any trillion ways that you want to. I'm just trying to give us some more shape for your writing assignment. So think about it for a couple of days or however long you want. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Again, we all have 5 minutes somewhere in our day. And write out your life philosophy. From that philosophy, I want you to come up with, and this word rubbed me a little bit the wrong way for a while, but now I've really embraced it and I like it. And that is the idea of your tagline. And it's a short, very succinct offering you can give to people of, instead of saying again, like, hey, how's it going? What's going on? I think it'd be interesting if we asked each other, like, why are you here? What's your life philosophy? What's your purpose? That'd be a more interesting conversation, I think, than what's going on? How's it going? And our tagline helps us clarify that. So I'll give you some examples of the taglines. My studio tagline is "It's graceful or it's funny," and that works really, really well for me. So those are my choices in any situation. Either for it to be graceful, grace-filled, or funny. Either way, I feel like I win. And I thought a lot about this. I know I've shot a musing about this before. About, tragedies in life. Do they encompass graceful and funny? And kind of for the most part, I feel like they do. Of course, there's some things that are neither. Sort of. Grace is an interesting musing. We'll talk about her another day. Some other taglines that came up were process the process. I am here to process the process. I love that. Just to work through things, to understand the process, to process the process. That was one of them. Another one is I am here to learn and to grow. Super clear. So that then when we're faced with challenges and we're like, oh, this is too much for me to bear, we remember, like, what am I here for? Oh, I'm here to learn and to grow. I can do this. This is giving me an opportunity to align with my life's philosophy. If we're faced with challenges, like, oh, I can't bear this, and then our idea is to process the process, this is giving us something to process. It's right in line with our purpose. So I think it helps us feel less confused and less devastated and less alone. What were some other ones? Oh, one is love the rub, and I love the rub, and that's that moment of feeling uncomfortable, which I almost talked about today. Our avoidance of feeling uncomfortable when so much of our life, like if you look back on all the biggest courageous moments in your life or the most growth producing times, they're probably 95% was a period of feeling uncomfortable, and we're so scared of being uncomfortable. But when we feel uncomfortable, we shift, we change, we grow, we process the process, we learn and grow. It's graceful or it's funny. So I wanted you guys to write this out. People thought like I said, there was resistance. People weren't that into sitting down and doing this. Why do I have to do this? This is stupid. How are we alive and we don't know what we're doing here? I think it's worth the 5 minutes to figure it out. And then maybe have fun with coming up with your own personal tagline of what you're doing here and what's important to you. Creativity, love. Oh, another person's was just connection. Like, I'm here to connect, to facilitate connection. I mean, it's gorgeous, of course. What do you think? Can you guys do that? 5 minutes? Write out your life philosophy. I know it sounds daunting, but you're already alive. You're doing the hard part. You're getting up every morning, you're putting pants on, you're eating breakfast, you're making money, you're making people laugh. So you're already doing it. I'm just asking you to reflect on it and see if you can put it into words why you feel like you're here. Thanks so much, y'all. Please share this video with all your friends, and I'll see you next week.